Parents of Reddit, what has your child done to make you think they lived a past life? 1. My friend had a pregnancy loss before she had her first daughter. A few years ago when her daughter was about 4, a group of us were at a party and her daughter was sitting on her lap and said something along the lines of, "I'm sorry I left you before, mommy. I was hurting really bad, and I wasn't ready." My friend asked her what she meant, and her daughter said she left her before she was born but came back. Super eerie. Her daughter doesn't remember this conversation and still doesn't know about the pregnancy loss. 2. At 9 months old he ate his first Oreo by separating it, eating the cream, then eating the cookie. Nobody showed him how to do it, but he just knew. 3. My family took everyone on a trip to see their old neighborhood. They drove by a house where, about 15 years earlier, a little girl was hit by a car and passed away. My cousin, who was about 4 at the time, had never been in the neighborhood and had never heard this story. She stopped what she was doing and said, "Oh, that's where I left, isn't it?" She then resumed playing with her dolls, or whatever it was she was doing. 4. My mom loves to tell this story. When I was young I really wanted to learn Russian, so they got me into a class. In general Russian was very easy to pick up and use. It sort of made sense, and I could construct complex sentences. The teacher told my mother that it was spooky, because I could speak it in a way that they hadn't been teaching me. I could figure out colloquial phrases. To this day, I still have it and haven't lost my Russian. 5. My kids are all pretty deep thinkers. I was at one of those new mama playgroup things, not enjoying myself, and this woman was talking about the beautiful experience her son recalled to her, about being in the womb. Think warmth, love, light, all those kinds of things. So I turned to my son, who's, I think, 4 or 5, and I'm like, "Do you remember Mama's belly?" And he goes, "Yeah, it had some pretty cool toys, but I got bored, so I opened up your back door and said, 'Mommy, I want to come out now.'" Which totally doesn't answer your question. Or maybe it does. He was obviously a comedian.